These 50 natural disasters will leave you paranoid every time the sky darkens. Number 50. Residents of the very picturesque town of Sonmarg, Kashmir in India often brag about the beautiful rugged mountains and white snow peaks. But on February 22, 2024, things took a terrifying turn when this happened. A massive avalanche struck the village, causing everyone to scramble for cover. While in the past, previous avalanches have claimed the lives of skiers, thankfully on this occasion, no one was injured upon the terrifying change of scenery. Number 49. On August 30th, 2023, an unknown man driving through stormy, windy weather in the city of Goose Creek, South Carolina, was taking things slow and one step at a time. But even with low visibility, he wasn't expecting this to happen. As if the car were some toy, it was flipped by a tornado and thrown right beside a passing car. Thankfully, however, both drivers sustained no major injuries whatsoever. One thing's for sure, a change of underwear was definitely needed. Number 48. A woman by the name of Nicole was out on her balcony in the small town of Sugar Land, Texas, when she caught this on tape. A reasonably sized dust devil emerged due to the fact temperatures skyrocketed to the low 100s. Although the dust devil did no damage, the sheer intensity of watching its birth to death is one to remember. Number 47. May 19th of 2023 had the makings of a normal day in Great Bend, Kansas, except this was happening.
No! Oh my gosh! Holy Whoa! Here we go, guys. It's like a tornado coming through. Whoa! Wow, this is nuts.
A woman by the name of Tiffany captured a massive dust storm heading directly toward the town. The storm was so enormous that visibility became extremely poor. As it rapidly approached, residents scrambled inside, waiting for it to pass. A scary situation, nevertheless. Number 46. A beautiful sunny day by the pool in late November transformed into a massive hailstorm in Gauteng province, South Africa. The way the hailstorm splashed into the pool was terrifying, with the storm and fierce winds creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. Thankfully, the man recording the video was safe, having taken cover just in time. Number 45. On August 12, 2024, in Leahy, Utah, this resident found themselves shocked as they experienced a hailstorm they had never seen before.
I have never seen a storm like this. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is just insane. Damage everywhere. Now we're in a full-blown river.
Oh my gosh.
The hailstones were so impactful, causing damage all over the community. Fortunately, however, there were no injuries from the constant battering. Number 44. Having an active cloud occurrence is not very scary, but what happens when this turns into a supercell? Residents of Boise City, Oklahoma experienced a strange weather event when this happened on the 5th of August. While the storm brought heavy rain, no tornado was actually reported. Number 43. On May 26, 2024, a man by the name of Michael was filming from inside a gas station as a tornado ravaged outdoors. As he continued filming alongside other spectators, what happened next was a terrifying sight.
The tornado is literally right above us.
She gone. That tree just went down.
The winds peaked at about 140 miles per hour and ripped off the gas station's roof in one swift move. The man claimed the tornado, although not visible, was on top of the gas station building and could have very well been enough distance to blow the roof off. Thankfully, however, all witnesses were safe indoors. Number 42. On April 26, 2024, the city of Lincoln, Nebraska was shaken by a potent EF3 tornado. An unknown individual was inside a vehicle in a parking lot right in front of some sort of large building, when in mere seconds, this happened. The entire building was completely erased from existence. Debris filled the air as moments of uncertainty and fear remained. To make matters worse, it was reported there were a few workers inside the building at the time it hit. But by some miracle, however, none of them were seriously injured. But mentally scared? I wouldn't doubt it. Number 41. On the 7th of May, 2024, a Ring doorbell camera in the small town of Portage, Michigan, captured an event that was hard to believe. As winds howled with strong forces, this happened. As if a line of dominoes, it took just 30 seconds for each tree in this homeowner's backyard to collapse upon the strength of a passing tornado not visible within the footage. As the tornado passed, more trees in the area, accompanied with debris, filled the streets. By the grace of God, however, no injuries were reported. Number 40. In July of 2024, a group of men found themselves stranded on the side of the road in South Dakota after a ferocious hailstorm was in play. At first, they seemed to be somewhat enjoying the unique experience, but things take a more serious turn when this happened.
Hell yeah. Some of these are huge. Ah! Yeah, right. I gotta jump out and get this.
Hail began hitting the van's windows, effectively smashing them one by one. In panic, the men began placing blankets to prevent any damage. In the end, there were no injuries, but the van certainly took a beating. Number 39. On the 5th of September 2024, a man living in Sarasota, Florida, managed to record the aftermath of a lightning strike.
Look at this.
The lightning struck a tree outside his house, causing the ceiling to collapse. Thankfully, all the people inside remained safe, but the mental trauma endured ought to need some therapy. Number 38. On the 31st of August, firefighters in Lytton, Alabama grappled with a never-seen-before situation after seeing this happen. This smoke vortex, known as a smokenado, was fueled by the raging fire on the Alabama farmlands, plus the intense winds. Local weather reports indicate that the winds reached 32 miles per hour. Fortunately, it rained a few minutes later, effectively extinguishing the fire. Number 37. On the 25th of August, in Alveo Natural Park in Portugal, firefighters in the region were called upon to control wildfires that had sparked up in the park due to Portugal's intense summer heat wave in session. However, as they arrived at the scene and got ready to work, things took an unexpected turn when they caught this happening. A massive fire tornado formed due to the intense heat. Fortunately, the firefighters were at a safe distance and were able to witness the phenomenon from a secure location. Number 36. On August 27, 2024, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a man by the name of Lorenzo's security camera managed to catch this in action. A tree had fallen courtesy of the intense thunderstorms ravaging the area. Thankfully, the cyclist was reported to have suffered no injuries from the incident, but I guess that's why you don't ride your bike in a thunderstorm. Number 35. Going to the beach is a beautiful escape for some people, but not on this day. Several people were enjoying the sound of waves crashing against each other in Digha Beach, India, when this happened. Although no one was close enough to be swept away or injured, the sheer volume of water was completely unexpected. Number 34. In a large warehouse facility located in an undisclosed state, a woman working at the facility managed to capture a terrifying yet mesmerizing scene when a tornado appeared just outside their door.
Holy crap, it's in place!
The wind was so intense you could see it tearing through. However, the workers stayed surprisingly calm, giving them an unforgettable memory. Number 33. On December 9th, 2023, a man by the name of Cameron McNeil was driving presumably home in Clarksville, Tennessee, when he found himself in a horrifying situation as this happened. The dashcam captured the moment a tornado crossed paths with the man's car. The severe storm brought winds upward of 150 miles per hour, with that tornado being one of many that touched down that day. Although McNeil's car was totaled, miraculously he sustained no serious injuries. Number 32. In July of 2024, a man from Arizona found himself inside his car at a gas station awaiting a dust storm to pass. But as he began filming to capture the natural phenomena, this happened.
Oh my god, I can't see anything. Oh my god, my mirror! I caught that on video! My car sounds like it's getting riddled with rocks. Yo!
Out of nowhere, a rogue tire struck the vehicle's mirror. Outraged yet surprised by the sudden event, the man stayed inside as small debris continued to pelt the car. Fortunately, things would have been much worse had the window been down. Number 31. Ever seen an explosion happen live? Now imagine one from nature. It is a typical night in Shawnee, Oklahoma, when all of a sudden, this happens. Lightning strikes this flagpole, leaving behind a dust explosion. Such an event goes to show how disaster might strike right out of your own driveway. Number 30. Summer days are thrilling, but for motorists on this Florida highway, one particular day took a dark turn, both literally and figuratively. One moment the sun blazed brightly, the next, dark clouds rolled in, transforming a 1 p.m. afternoon into a shadowy night.
It doesn't even come up as dark as it is. Oh, there we go.
Urgent
That's
tornado
scary.
for entire Star cause.
That's scary.
We're gonna die. Okay, bye-bye.
Number 29. A woman driving along the highway in Houston, Texas was already taking it slow and steady due to the ugly weather conditions. But things took a sinister turn when out of nowhere this happened.
Okay, so I'm in my car and the windshield just broke. There's glass everywhere and there's rain. Okay.
A piece of debris struck her windshield at high speed, shattering the glass and allowing rainwater to seep in. Undeterred, the brave woman quickly covered the damage while waiting for help. Miraculously, she suffered no major injuries. Number 28. On the 13th of August, 2024, a couple in Orem, Utah were out on their porch to witness this in action.
Oh, look at the trash can! It's really scary. It's really scary. Ow, ow. This is scary.
A powerful hailstorm raged, with deep hailstones later revealing the extent of the damage they caused. Fortunately, both individuals remained at a safe distance. Number 27. Seconds after a storm warning in Little Rock, Arkansas, this resident decided to step outside to get up and personal with the upcoming turmoil. However, as winds began to pick up, rain gets a bit harsher. The individual turns back, contemplating going inside, but as he takes one more look back, this happens. The trees and everything in between had been knocked down by a nearby tornado. Thankfully, the man eventually decided it was time to leave, ensuring his safety. Number 26. On March 14, 2024, for this motorist, Missouri turned to misery after this happened.
Alright, so it's so bad right now. Like I can't hear myself. It's going through my windshield. It's on 3 different spots.
The hailstones landed on the individual's car, destroying his windows. It was later reported hail on that day was up to 2 inches in diameter. Although the windshield sustained damage, luckily the driver remained unscathed. Number 25. On May 16th in Houston, Texas, a group of friends captured a storm that was settling in, turning a regular afternoon into pitch black in mere seconds.
Bro, it's getting dark. Bro, you can't see it on camera, but it's getting dark. Oh, it's coming right under us, bro. I mean, right over us. Holy!
Oh, man, y'all pray for me, okay? It's about to go.
Although no actual rain began, the video captured just how scarily fast clouds take over. Number 24. On July 11, 2024, Latvia was struck by intense thunderstorms, bringing heavy rain and fierce winds across the region. An unknown man captured the dramatic scene from what appeared to be an apartment balcony, showcasing the raw power of the storm. Thankfully, he was in a secure spot while filming, allowing him to document the breathtaking yet terrifying spectacle without putting himself in danger. Number 23. You know that feeling of being swept under your feet? Well, these people at LeBlanc Beach in Rio de Janeiro in July understood the true meaning of those words. Everything was going on well when suddenly this happened. Water from a 3-foot wave quickly rushed onto the beach and swept a few people off their feet. According to local news, the water managed to reach all the way up to the street. Luckily, however, none of the bystanders suffered any major injuries. Number 22. Visiting Turin, Italy is amazing, but in May 2024, this haven became an apocalyptic town after this happened. This heavy downpour was accompanied by strong winds that bent trees. The sheer amount of horror that fell on the residents of this town was palpable. However, there were no reported injuries from the storm. Number 21. In August of 2024, Buffalo, New York residents were in for a dangerous surprise when this popped up. Following heavy rains, a rare EF1 tornado decided to form, taking everyone by surprise. The tornado was strong enough to destroy a few buildings and uproot some trees, but luckily, there were no injuries present among residents. Number 20. On the 28th of June in Jacksonville, Florida, a woman was filming a small EF1 tornado just mere feet from them on the road. Already in shock and mesmerized by the proximity of the situation, they didn't see this coming.
Is it making a tornado right now? Are we watching a tornado from right there? Yes. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! There it goes.
Oh, video it! Video
I got it. Oh my gosh, it's flipping cars!
Things took a turn for the worse when the tornado managed to flip over a truck and toss it as if it were a Hot Wheels from a used car dealer lot. As both angles captured the same scenario, the woman kept driving while still in a state of shock, while the bystanders farther away witnessed the event. Miraculously, no one was injured by the incident. Number 19. In the small rural town of Darcy, located in the Canadian province of Saskatchewan, a man named Neil was heading home after a long day when something unusual made him stop and start filming. A huge rope tornado was in full action. Thankfully, Neil was just far enough to observe its destructive power without being in harm's way. Number 18. On August 14, 2024, in Mallorca, Spain, an individual was filming the outdoor seating area of some restaurant alongside a man witnessing the out-of-control winds. The situation spiraled out of control when suddenly this happened. Out of nowhere, a chair flew just inches from the man's face as the winds further intensified. Fortunately, however, he managed to get inside before anything worse could happen. Number 17. This motorist was on a highway in Dubai, driving amid what appeared to be bad weather. However, in less than a minute, visibility went from bad to scary. Thankfully, however, with their hazard lights and taking it slow, the driver remained unscathed. Number 16. In a strange event in Pensacola, Florida, on April 10, 2021, these men had to hold shut these doors despite them being automatic due to this scene outdoors. A strong storm outside kept on opening the automatic doors. The men therefore had to battle against the 60 to 80 mile/hour winds and keep these doors shut. Thankfully, they were successful. Number 15. In the frigid expanse of Antarctica, specifically on King George Island, a woman from the 47th Polish Antarctic Expedition was trying to close a door as their train sped across the icy wastelands. Except, this was no ordinary train. In fact, it wasn't a train at all, but rather a stationary base. She tried to shut the door amidst a strong windstorm in Antarctica, losing footing at one point. As she tries to reach for help, the man recording the ordeal makes humor out of the plea with a weak gesture. Thankfully, however, it was reported she eventually managed to close the door. Number 14. In Valencia, Spain on August 13, 2024, a peaceful evening became disastrous when this happened. Strong hailstorms left residents utterly horrified. While most of the residents were safely secure in their houses, the violent noise accompanying this storm guaranteed that no one would sleep peacefully for the next few nights. Number 13. On the 4th of August in Sicily, Italy, residents were shocked and horrified as they woke up to this. The tallest volcano in all of Europe, Mount Etna's eruption was taking place. A huge cloud of smoke covered the nearest town with lava. Several residents had to clean volcanic ash from their verandas, and evacuations were in place. With precautions taken place, there were no major injuries reported. Number 12. On June 1, 2023, the Liaoning region of China faced a tornado outbreak, producing at least 5 tornadoes with intense winds. What was unforeseen, however, was the impact of one particularly powerful gust when this happened. An individual in the passenger seat behind the affected SUV managed to capture how the 5-seater was effortlessly lifted from the back before being thrown right back down. Thankfully, however, no injuries were present as the quick-thinking driver hit the brakes. Number 11. What started as a simple storm in the city of La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland in July 2024 turned horrific when powerful gusts of wind started dragging everything in their path. The winds reached speeds upwards of 135 miles per hour. Thankfully, however, residents took cover indoors as they witnessed the havoc taking place. Number 10. On June 8, 2024, a security camera captured a rare and extraordinary moment when a tornado formed right in front of a lake reservoir in Ohio. Turns out this tornado, later becoming a waterspout, was one of 5 that hit the state in that afternoon. While these small boats suffered some damages, thankfully no one was near the area. Number 9. On May 29, 2024, in an unknown location in India, workers of some sort of clothing shop were witnessing biblical winds and rain in the region. With glass doors at stake and the potential harm of glass shattering everywhere, the only choice was to hold on to the doors and avoid a potentially dangerous situation. Thankfully for the business, the doors held themselves amongst Mother Nature's fury. Number 8. In May of 2024, a severe hailstorm hit several regions within the state of Arkansas, causing widespread damage to anything hailstones could fall in. hailstones ruined crops, vehicles, and anything else in between. Hopefully these folks have good insurance. Number 7. On the 5th of September in Tampa, Florida, a girl named Erica and her friend were in for a close shave moment after this happened. The lightning hit a little too close for comfort as a result of the severe thunderstorms that had been raking the area. While no one was injured in this situation, the passengers will definitely suffer a few nightmares. Number 6. A security video in Murfreesboro, Tennessee captured the exact moment this happened on July 29, 2024. This was an EF0 tornado that touched ground in the state, causing a lot of damage to property. The winds were strong enough to lift a huge truck and toss it aside like it was a paper toy. Number 5. As two friends were driving towards home, passing the small village of Carbon, Iowa, they caught this on camera.
What a monster! What the? Wow! I don't even know what to say. So close to him.
A massive EF4 tornado, forming a huge cone shape, was one of the 2 tornadoes that touched down in the state that afternoon. Fortunately, they managed to keep driving and avoid the storm. Number 4. On September 11, 2024, Hurricane Francine made landfall in southern Louisiana. A family was home in Houma, but their beautiful haven transformed into this.
Move out the way of the windows. Yeah,
A homeowner later said that the winds had started small and continued to get worse. Fortunately, the storm did not destroy any other part of the house, but stones and cement must be on the budget. Number 3. On August 1st of 2022, a man by the name of Gibran Marquez was traversing through Queen Elizabeth Highway between the cities of Calgary and Red Deer in Alberta, Canada. As he noticed vehicles pulling over as hail began to descend, he decided it was best to also wait out the hailstorm, as it only grew stronger. But what he wasn't expecting was this to happen.
Yeah, put the backpack on your left. Yep.
All 3 passengers huddled together in fear as shards of glass fell around them. In the aftermath, their vehicle's windshield and all other glass components were shattered. Thankfully, Marquez and his 2 friends emerged unscathed. Number 2. On October 31st in 2023, in the small town of Tennant Creek in Australia's Northern Outback Territories, a company by the name of Silver Bridal Contracting was busy as usual setting up another fence for another client. However, work came to a halt when this was spotted. A reasonably sized firenado formed due to the blistering temperatures in the outback. The crew later reported there was absolutely nothing we could do but sit back and watch. Fortunately, the dust devil struck a remote area, affecting no one. Number 1. The month of April 2024 brought along heavy rains in Saudi Arabia, resulting in flash floods. A group of people were waiting for the floods to subside when this happened.
Allah, 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 shalom. Allah, shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom. Allah, shalom. ليكو ليكو غورو 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 يا جماعة غورو. الحق إن شاء الله خير من الاختمال. ليكو 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 سلم الله إنه شلون. ليكو ليكو غورو. والله ما قرن شلون. الله. الحق إن شاء الله خير ما الاختمال. الله يوم ما قرن شلون.
A woman presumably tried to cross the road but got swept away by this flood. Several people rushed to help her, but the water proved too much. Luckily, the woman plus her rescuers latched onto a truck that had been parked right along the flood waterway. More people joined in the rescue, and what could have been a fatality was averted. If you thought these moments were spine-chilling, then these other natural disasters ought to make you fear being outdoors for the rest of your life.